Welcome to Talking Over You with Sarah Sturm
and Hannah Sturm.
Here we go.
If you're going to be an asshole, at
Be
least
funny.
At least be funny. I thought it was a mancoon.
We need to have like a real athlete on here. It makes me consider different careers every time I have to pee in my chamois. Oh my God.
Halloween edition.
Halloween podcast.
If you've never watched this podcast, I feel like this might be the one to watch.
I just need everyone to know that I have facial hair, both natural and drawn onto my face.
What an incredible confession. I didn't know you wanted to get so vulnerable today. Sarah texted me. No, not about the Halloween costume.
No.
Yeah. I got a text 30 minutes before I was going to head out here that said, "Hey, do you have a flame shirt?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are we dressing up today? Because I didn't do anything." And I said, "And I also don't have a visor."
And then I said, "Well, what was that taste on my lips?"
Probably
eyeliner.
Yeah, eyeliner. Eyebrow pencil.
And that's my mouth.
So Sarah said, "Okay, I'm going to be Guy. What's his last name?
Fieri.
Fieri.
Fiere.
Fieri. Oh, Guy Fieri. That sounded right. Yeah. We both went, yep, that's it. And I said, shit, who can I be that I basically already look like? And I said, Howard Stern.
So Hannah chose a perfect costume
because I didn't actually have to do anything. It's already kind of who I look like.
It's basically our last name, and now it's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So one of us just has to slap the other one with a fish.
I know, I was thinking about that. So I chose Howard Stern because obviously fits, but didn't have any rose or like tinted glasses.
Put them on.
We just laugh cried in the bathroom while I can't.
Hannah,
like.
She put my cream bronzer on the lenses of her. If you don't know who Howard Stern is,
everyone knows who Howard Stern is.
No.
What?
Well,
everyone knows who Howard Stern is.
Hannah, remember this is a sports podcast.
I can't see it all out of these glasses, so we wiped half of it away so I could just see when I put my head up like this. If you would have given me one day of preparation, then I would have gotten.
I mentioned it.
You did not. I would have gotten the correct glasses.
Wipe a little bit more away.
No, it's fine. I can see.
I
just
think you
fine.
have to. It's funny because I don't want these clips of us to just be me with a goatee, and then you just looking normal.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not it.
Just wipe in the center. So this super fun podcast this week is brought to you by Silka. Thank you so much, Silka, for sponsoring this episode and many more. If you haven't listened to the Techie Talkie that I did a couple weeks ago.
That you did.
That we performed. About how to wax your chain. You will not learn how to wax your chain from that, probably. But yeah, we love having Silka as a sponsor of the pod, but also for all of the amazing things that they make, like all of the options for chain wax that you can choose from. You can have an endurance chip for endurance things, speed chip for speedy things, basically based on what type of terrain you most train on or ride on or race on. There's a wax kit for you. You could do a little chin waxing if you want, probably. Hannah's just spaced out listening or trying to.
I love listening to this podcast.
I would say I'm trying to highlight another one of the Silka products. Honestly, I feel like I use the super secret chain lube a ton, and I love that stuff because I don't get yelled at when I put it on my chain, and I just leave it soaking overnight.
Who would yell at you? Oh, Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
for not taking care of my things.
Oh, got it.
And the one thing, the biggest thing I learned from our Techie Talkie was if you have a dirty chain that isn't well lubricated, you're going to go slower.
That's what I learned too. And that was my takeaway.
So thank you,
well.
Silka, for providing us with things that make us go faster and that we can't pronounce on the podcast.
Okay, I cleared my glasses.
Okay, put them on. Okay, actually, you know what you look like is
Tell me.
You just need to hold the stapler, and you look like that guy that
Was
goes,
Milton?
Yeah, that goes my stapler from.
I might have to Office Space.
Yeah.
I might have to fully wipe them off, but this is as close as I could get to tinted glass.
It's so funny, especially when the light comes in. So if you haven't watched the Spotify podcast or our YouTube, this maybe would be the episode to do so. I know, I was reiterating, you asshole.
Halloween is a fun little holiday for us because I don't think we got the gene where it's like, let's look cute
and sexy.
Let's
gonna
dress
be
up as something sexy.
Guy
and
Fieri.
I love that for people. Every time I see people doing sex things, I'm like, you look so cute. Could not be me.
No, it could not be me. Which is crazy because I remember.
Which is crazy because I'm so sexy.
Obviously.
Am I too hot?
Am I too hot for this drawn on goatee? I also love that we dressed up for a podcast.
We were really built for radio. Yeah.
I got a face for radio for sure.
I do want to, I think it's fun to recap some of our best Halloween costumes over the years. I can remember a lot from our childhood.
I remember those pants.
What pants?
I remember I was a hippie one year.
I do remember
and
that.
Mom cut those pants, but the only like fabric, we were not a sewing family. Mom was a stapler and hot gluer.
I'd like you to know that the reason I was late is because I was sewing. I was doing an altercation on a jumpsuit this morning though. So like I did it in like 10 minutes. Does it look good? No, it doesn't. Is it functional? Absolutely. So speak for yourself. I sew. Anyway, yeah, Mom didn't sew. We hot glued and stapled.
Yeah, that doesn't change the fact that we did not grow up as a sewing family. So how hippies did it in the 60s and 70s, she did the same thing to the jeans where you like cut from the ankle up to the knee, a slit, and then you add in some fabric. And I remember the fabric was this like really it felt like a burlap sack.
Ooh, that feels nice.
Pink. It was like pink floral fabric.
I remember it was like upholstery fabric.
I just remember the textures of everything. And I also remember it was like sparkle Barbie costume. When we were really little, it was white. Like there was like a little white vest, and then there was a gold super scratchy skirt. It was so scratchy.
I do remember that with little white tights.
Yeah,
that was when we were really
super little.
What I was remembering most is
and then we started making them.
Yeah, in middle school and high school. I remember the year that you were. Whoa, what are you doing? Taking your clothes off? Oh, there you go. The year that you were a milkshake and made the milkshake huge. It was a huge like cardboard from like head to toe. Cardboard like with like panels
for the glass
for the glass and then I don't remember what you did for like the whipped cream on top and the cherry. Were you the cherry? Your head was the cherry.
My head was the cherry, and I turned that fleece chili pepper hat that I won from the Chama Chili Ski Classic. Shout out.
Oh, we're back. We've taken a little hiatus. She's back.
And I made it into like a little cherry hat, and so my head was the cherry. But I ultimately just walked around in a lot of cardboard.
Yeah, that was middle school through high school. I was a stoplight one year,
college,
and a
for
bathtub. Me. Yeah, you were sushi. The sushi one was really cool.
The sushi was good. I just remember in college I was a blowfish one year, and I wore these yellow tights, like sheer yellow tights, and then I tucked it. I bought like a quadruple XL t-shirt and then cut a bunch of holes and pushed party hats through the holes for my spikes. And then stuffed it with all these down pillows. And then I would just get so hot. I was so hot downtown because I was basically surrounded by down. And then at one point, I remember I was out with Lorcat. She was like, "That guy has your pillow," and he was just like pumping it. We were like at a party, and he was just like,
"Did you almost say a disco?"
I was gonna say a rave.
We were at a disco.
We were at a disco in Durango.
Dango disco.
How does the profile of this hair look?
It's really big in the back. You got a real it's bulbous back there. Might be time for a little trim.
I thought it was gonna look like a Karen haircut.
It does. Yeah, it's real bulbousy in the back.
Oh no.
I think
I
I
got
really
a trim.
started. Huh?
I just got a trim.
Oh, that's okay. It's
Thank
just because
you.
it's styled like that. I think I really hit my stride with Halloween costumes. Like I did plenty of cardboard ones. I was a bathtub one year and stoplight.
Yeah.
The stoplight was kind of cool because I had cellophane and I had a
Yeah,
headlamp,
that
and
was
so
cool.
you could do. But
That was
I think once I
creative.
started dressing like Jewish men is when I really started. Currently, yeah. I
Your
think my
best
best one was Weird Al.
Absolutely.
That
Hannah,
one.
it was.
I sent a picture to mom and she goes, "Oh, honey, you nailed it."
You really did. It was crazy.
That one really was
Yeah,
my best.
You really crushed
It
it.
was honestly the easiest costume ever.
I know.
Because it was all things I owned.
Well, I
it's what I look like.
I kind of had to lean into that this year. With,
Guy.
my hair. Yeah.
Old guy.
It had to happen.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than doing cardboard.
so
My
much
God.
easier. Yeah.
I know Halloween is always, that's why we got married around
I
Halloween.
might have to take these off.
Take 'em off.
Okay, great.
Okay, everyone, think of Howard Stern.
Well,
Think
we'll
of
do
Howard.
I wish I could do a deep. His voice is so deep. I mean, the funny thing is, we grew up watching. Like Howard Stern had a TV show too. Like he started out on radio.
I just remember the girls getting slapped
with
by
fish. Yeah, don't worry. Our mom was really an incredible mom. So good. But we also did watch a little Howard Stern when we were really pretty young.
I honestly remember it being pretty
Funny.
boring.
Oh, what? I thought it was funny.
I mean, I did think it was funny, but then it was like they just talked about adult things sometimes.
I think most of the time we probably just had no idea, but mom was like, she was like, I like watching this. This is really funny. The girls like it when they slap each other with fish and like they have the strippers on.
Yeah,
and,
like playing like the kiddie pool of KY jelly.
yeah.
Wrestling.
And that's how we grew up.
Yeah, so and it's brought us here.
And here we are. I was like, well, Howard Stern makes sense because he has headphones on and a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are Howard Stern.
I am Howard.
Well, you're Hannah Sturm.
I'm Hannah Sturm, which is one step away.
Oh God. Okay.
Are you doing anything for Halloween this year?
We're flying somewhere.
Woo!
So-
Are you gonna wear that on the plane?
Oh my God, I should. I wonder if
You
people
totally
will be
should.
in costume. That would be funny.
Maybe. I don't know.
I could probably get a flame shirt by then.
You could definitely get a flame shirt. I think you should. I mean, it would make your flying experience really fun.
And then I could eat I wonder if people would give me free food because I'm going to be reviewing diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Drivers
Oh,
and
Jesus.
divers.
Sorry, I'm
definitely.
trying to like remember all these things that I have on the list. And
Well,
I
you
also
don't have to remember them because they're on your list.
Well, I know. I don't want. I also don't want to make you late.
I'm going to
so-
be fine.
Okay.
I'm bummed that we can't stay in Vegas one more day so that we can be there for Halloween. Although I'm sure people are going to be dressed up because we're going to be there for one night.
I thought you were going to say you were bummed that you're not going to be in Vegas for Alanis Morissette.
I am so disappointed that I'm not going to be there for Alanis Morissette. I think we miss her by like one day.
Ugh.
And if I didn't own this shop, I would call out of work sick.
You own the shop. Call out of work sick.
I also have
dummy.
Good point. I also have a business partner, but no, I can't. It's really, it would mean being in Vegas for like 4 days. And that's about 3.5 days too many. So no, but I would love to see Alanis Morissette.
Vegas is wild.
When was the last time you went?
When I crawled out of that
Oh,
nightclub bar. No thing. When we were, it was my off season. I shouldn't go to Vegas in the off season because I was like, woohoo. And everyone was really nervous that I was going to go too big because I, hadn't been drinking or doing anything naughty.
you have one sip of alcohol and you're like,
I pretty much had 2 drinks. And I went with some girlfriends and then 2 of them went to bed and the other 2, me and my other friend, we didn't. And then we had a great time and we were just dancing. We pretty much just danced at a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
And we might have had some sips of alcohol.
A couple.
And then her reoccurring alarm that goes off every morning at 5 a.m. for her CrossFit class went off. And we were like, oh my God, it's 5 a.m. You have no idea. I thought at most I was like, it's probably 1 a.m. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't have a good sense of time.
You
Usually I
don't.
get sleepy though. That's
Yeah.
what was crazy. And then we were like, oh my God, we need to get
Don't
home.
they like pump more oxygen into the
Yeah, and
casinos?
there's no windows anywhere.
Yeah. No
I-
clocks.
No. But then we met this like really awesome group of friends, and I'm still friends with one of them.
Love that.
He was like he's like part of the crew that films like a bunch of the Discovery Channel shows. Like,
Sorry, I just can't look at you. Look like Homer Simpson.
I feel like I want to pause and take my goatee off.
No, you can't do that.
Oh,
you committed to
God.
it. You wanted to do this.
I didn't. I mean,
Yes,
I
you did. Yes, you did.
Oh, okay, the thing that I really want to go to is that sphere.
Severe. The
Severe.
severe sphere.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it looks crazy.
They're doing like Wizard of Oz,
It's
and
supposed
they
to be
like
super
drop
cool.
like
It's supposed to be-
apples from the sky.
Well, that sounds dangerous. Just get pegged in the head with an apple? Damn. Really, I'd love to see Alanis Morissette there.
Well, we can't have it all.
It's really disappointing. No, I'm excited to go. I haven't been since I think I was 21.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to
What?
clear. I have to clear the air.
Oh, clear it.
We didn't circle back on a really big part of last week's podcast.
A really big part?
Yeah, huge.
What?
The word that the girl kept mispronouncing in the weed store.
I don't even remember talking about that.
Well, someone commented.
I even listened to it again and I don't remember. Okay.
Someone commented on Spotify, and also Sarah Knight, my friend.
Okay.
We went to lunch.
Do you want to introduce her again? Because you've introduced her
I know.
six times.
I was going to.
Okay.
God, you're so mean, Anna.
That's all right.
So the story was, my friend Sarah and I went to the Castle weed shop, and to not buy weed, just to go look at things, and not participate whatsoever.
CBD. Only CBD.
And Sarah Knight is an English major, and she's also just a stickler for things, all things grammar, spelling, pronunciation. It's super fun to be friends with her and Mom, the two of them. My God,
Teach.
heaven forbid, and you.
What? No.
I guess it sucks that I'm an idiot and mispronounce everything.
It's fun
not,
for us.
Not like this girl.
Oh, what did she say?
So the word that she kept, oh my God, we were asking what was in like, I don't know, one of the things. And she was like, I don't know. She was like looking at the package. She's like, it doesn't specify it. Oh no. And Sarah was like,
Wait, I was with you.
You were with us.
I was like, this sounds so familiar.
And then she just kept leaning
Specify?
Specify. And she just kept saying, it doesn't specify. It doesn't specify. And
Honestly,
Sarah
cuter
Knight,
word.
I had to like hit her because she was like about to pop an eyeball out of her skull.
She didn't say anything though.
No.
But I do remember getting in the car.
just dying. Oh my God. That was, 6 years ago.
That was a long time ago.
It was a really, really long time ago,
Specify?
to the point where we say it now. But I couldn't think
to
of the word
specify.
in the moment on last week's
Yeah.
podcast, but it was specify, so everyone knows.
Great. Woo, glad we cleared that up. I've been thinking about it all week.
I also got a lot of funny comments, and I felt how funny this was. That obviously we talk about how I have ADHD a lot, and I very much do. I got a professional diagnosis, which is funny that I did that because it's pretty clear. The biggest thing, and I've gotten like performance reviews from like corporate jobs because of this downside of ADHD, interrupting people. It's so hard for me, and I hate it. I hate being interrupted. I hate when I interrupt people. And it is so painful. Are you trying not to interrupt me right now?
Nope. I'm just deciding how much I want to say about it.
It bums me. Well, especially when I'm like feeling extra sensitive, because I don't like it really. My brain goes so fast.
Yeah.
And especially Dylan is a patient person and he talks really slow. And so I'm like, and so when he was on the pod talking, I was not mic'd.
You were so aware of how much you interrupt.
And I did listen to that section of the podcast back, and I just talked in the background the whole time.
You did, but the best thing is nobody could hear you.
Couldn't hear.
So he just pretended like you weren't there. Do you think it'd be helpful if somebody called you out when you interrupt, or does that just make you real angry?
No, I mean, I think gently.
Okay. I'll work on how to do that.
It is really hard. I don't even notice that I'm doing, and it's not because I don't want to listen to what someone's saying. I just immediately I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I do think there's like an impulse control thing with ADHD, like, and I think that has a lot to do with it, that you're not controlling your impulses.
Let's go into another episode. Okay, so last episode was how selfish Sarah is.
Oh, we can talk about that one too. we can expand on that one.
We did.
Can I talk about it? Sarah last night was like I have to get on the road today. We have to drive 8 hours. And so I was like, hey, can we do the pod? I'll leave my house, drive, 35, 40 minutes and like start recording around like 8:30, 8:45. And Sarah was like, yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, there's this weights class that I really want to go to that's between 8:30 and 9:30. And I said, that's going to put us on the road too late.
And I said, fine, that's fine.
And then you came back to it though. You said, are you sure you can't?
Well, I came back to it because Dylan actually was a big part of this.
It's Dylan's fault.
It is Dylan's fault. But he was like, there's no way they're going to get on the road. He was like, it's 30-minute difference. He was like convincing me into it, which is unhealthy because I was like, nope, it's fine. Off season. I don't need to go to this weights class. And I did lean in. I just was trying to make the like assessment of like, okay, how like, I didn't know like what your drive plan was anyway.
The funniest thing though was like, you're going, okay, well, like, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal if not. And I was like, okay, great. Then let's plan on 8. And you said, well, what if we just, I said, okay, like, it sounds like this weights class is a really important thing for you. I'll go ahead and change my schedule and Jeff's schedule for our whole day and our whole trip. And we'll go ahead and do it a little bit later. And in your defense, it all has worked out just fine. Here we are. We got recording early. Not Jeff my time. You got to go to your weights class. Let's be clear. But we figured it out. It's just fine.
Would you have been on the road by 10?
Not by 10, but by noon.
Oh, you'll get on the road by noon.
No, we won't. 100%.
But I thought you said Jeff is still cooking.
Yeah.
Lily, you're going to have to cut this part out. I have to defend myself a little bit on this one.
I journaled last night. I was like, Sarah is so frustrating. It has to be her way or no way. And if she has something in her mind, then that's what we have to do. I journaled about it last night. But then we talked on the phone and we just, this morning, and it was funny and we just gave each other shit and we figured it out quickly.
Okay, wow. I had a very different narrative. I was like, oh, I can tell Hannah wants to get on the road. I know I should just do this. And then I went to bed. I texted you. I was like, I'll just text you in the morning.
And dreamt about it.
Well, in my head, I was like, oh, I didn't sign up for weights class last night. Because in my mind, I was like, we're just going to record at 8 and then have that be that. And then you texted me this morning and I was like, oh.
No, your text said, text me at 7. Let me know what you want to do. Which is exactly what I did. Anyway, we made it. We're here and in costume, sort of. Well, Sarah,
you want to air anything else?
God, probably, but it'll come up organically. All right, what do you got? Got some bike stuff or some shit to talk about?
Yeah, you're the mean sister.
I know that. I know that. But not actually.
You are the funny one, but you are mean.
No.
We hung out with our friends Grady and Haley last night, and we made a surf and turf dinner because they had like a gift card to one of the to Sunnyside Farms, and so I'd never had lobster before.
Ever?
No.
Huh.
I know.
That's funny. When I went to Maine a couple years ago, I went 2 different times in the same, like in a couple months for like family trip with Jeff's family and then a girls trip with one of my friends. And when I went with my friends, Jeff was like, send me pictures when you eat lobster. And then by the end of the trip, he was like, okay, you can stop. Like, we get it. You've had lobster for every meal of every day.
Do you like it? It's pretty good.
I love it. It's so expensive. So
Is it?
Oh, it's so expensive.
I mean, it just tastes like a less shrimpy shrimp.
I think I really just like the butter. It's really just a vessel for butter.
Well, so we're making this like elaborate meal, and so Grady grew up in Durango. He also doesn't have any social media, so he didn't know that we started this podcast.
Oh, really?
I forgot to tell him. I meant to text him. Well, he got his Instagram. He was one of the people that like linked his Instagram.
He uses Strava instead.
Yeah, totally. And so it didn't come across his desk. Is what I'm saying.
It wasn't on your Strava.
No.
Which also, Jeff looked up. I was telling him about that because he also doesn't listen to the pod, and he pulled up your Strava and he was like, "She posts pictures all the time. Like she's absolutely like not just like doing like little ride."
No,
things.
I post pictures when I do a cool ride.
Oh, okay. He was like, I don't know about that.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I guess I'm frustrated with you.
Yeah, Jesus. Anything else?
I don't know. I'll look through my journal. I did find a note. I went through my special box, which is just like notes from like elementary school. And I found a note that you wrote me. And unfortunately, it's like so old and it was like folded. So like parts of it are missing. Like it just is like, it's just like torn away and blown in the wind. But I should find it and read some parts from it because it's like, I'm sorry I'm so mean to you. It's just that like I don't want to be close. It's literally like one of the things you said. But then at the end it was like I must have like had a boyfriend at the time and like mom and dad like wouldn't. Oh, I think I remember. Okay, mom and dad wouldn't let me drive. Like I didn't have a driver's license, but he had a driver's license, and it was like around homecoming, and I think they wouldn't let me drive with him. And so you in the note you were like, I get that you're like upset about the whole situation with your boyfriend. You can come to dinner with me and my friends and just sit at a different table if you really want to.
That's so mean.
I know. Literally.
Hannah, poor you. You did nothing wrong.
I did
you
nothing
never
wrong.
do anything wrong. And you just have
so
been
glad you finally understand
cursed
that.
with this horrific older sister.
Yeah, you're mean. No, I'm super sensitive and annoying. I know this.
Oh my God. So anyway.
So Grady and Haley. I'm sorry.
So anyway, Grady grew up here. Anyway, he's sheltered. That's what I'm trying to say. No, he's not sheltered. He's just like people in Durango, people who grow up in mountain towns, oftentimes don't end up paying attention to pop culture things, is what I've noticed. And Grady didn't know Chappell Roan.
Okay. Yep, that checks out.
He didn't know Lady Gaga.
What?
Sabrina Carpenter, which I'll give him that. He knew of Taylor Swift. But we started then watching all of their music videos, and he was like, yeah, Chappell Roan and Taylor Swift are the same. And I was like, you wash your mouth out.
That's insane.
Grady and I have been friends since I was 18, and I'm like, this might be it.
Does he have some processing issues? Like, how can you watch a Chappell Roan thing and a Taylor Swift thing and be like, they are one and the same? They are clearly the same genre. Like,
I mean, even if you watched it, like, okay.
That's what I mean. Like,
I mean, even if you just listened.
I know.
But we were watching and I'm like, Chappell Roan looks different than Taylor Swift.
Like in a big way.
And I'm not about to like get all these Swifties pissed off, but I'm more of a Chappell girl. I'll just say that.
I don't really care. I'm not a huge, I don't like Taylor Swift. I'm sure she's a fine human being. I think her music is trash. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Canceled. I'm actually scared of Swifties. Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've tried. I've been like, okay, everyone seems to love this. And like people I like, you know, like human beings. And I'm like, cool, I respect your opinion. And then I listen to the music and I'm like, wow, it's okay. It super doesn't resonate with me. It's not trash for some people, I'm sure, but it doesn't resonate with me in the slightest. Hannah just called
Taylor Swift trash. Oh my God.
I didn't call her trash. I called her music trash.
Same thing. So then.
Oh, there was more.
So then we started going down like all the things from like the 90s and early 2000s that we remember. Mm-hmm. And
which is one of my favorite things to do.
I know. And we were talking about like cell phones and dial up and blah, blah, blah. And they were like, anyway, we were going into like all of that shit. And all I remember from like computer time as a kid was playing Myst, Lighthouse, but mostly playing The Sims.
Yeah.
And I told them that you would, Hannah, this says so much about you. Oh, I love this. I'll put you on blast. Hannah would
I just actually got nervous.
Hannah would build basically these like Sims sex dungeons where they would... She would built these houses, and then it was just like a room without windows and pretty much no door that she would trap them in, and then there would just be like one bed in the middle of.
But it was the bed with the big heart on it. Because that's for lovemaking.
Did you even know what sex was?
I'm sure I did. Yes, like
well, you did in terms of Sims.
how did anyone else learn about sex other than woohoo? Isn't that what it was called? To make your Sims woohoo.
Yeah, but then your Sims would just get really depressed and hungry.
Well, then you put them in the swimming pool and you take away the ladder and you just kill them. Oh, apparently we played different Sims.
Oh my God. I'm like,
what did you do? You took care of them like a Tamagotchi?
I actually didn't care for the Sims characters. I just mostly like building the houses. Okay, we should probably talk about cycling at some point.
Yeah, I think I got a bunch of that bronzer in my eye from my glasses.
You just keep fucking with it.
Now I have an irritated eyeball.
Oh my God.
What's going on in cycling?
Well, for most of us, it's off season.
You seem to be doing better today than last week.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, off season for most of us. Actually, currently there's the inaugural gravel burn race going on, which is a 7-day gravel stage race in South Africa that is like sister races with the Cape Epic, which is like the season opener of mountain biking. It's like this very it's pretty famous and well viewed mountain bike race at the beginning of the season. So that just started yesterday and it looks brutal. It like was like a super rainy, muddy stage.
So you're going to do it next year?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, racing in November after a full season seems brutal.
Yeah.
But Matt Beers, who's a South African, he won the first stage. But I guess
cool.
like Tom Pidcock is there, who's like a roadie, mountain biker, cyclocross phenom, British kid.
There's one spot in your goatee that like either you missed or you went like this to like scratch, but it's like a perfect, like it looks like, oh, just hair doesn't grow right there. It looks honestly kind of realistic, very spotty.
Oh, great.
It's cute.
And then who won the women's? Oh, Excel. She won the women's race. So that just started.
Excel?
Excel.
Like spreadsheets?
Axel.
Oh, Axel?
Yeah. But people pronounce it differently. It's
Excel.
either Axel or Excel.
Okay, great.
It's French.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that.
Gosh, I can't think of anything I want to say about that.
Okay, well, that's good.
Sorry, I literally am like,
Come up with something.
Thanks.
Well, that's everything on my list.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought you said we had a lot. Well, I had a question because, okay, here, I have a bike question.
Oh, okay.
Did you want to say something? Mm-mm. I saw that
I didn't want to interrupt.
I saw that the Grand Prix, they announced something, but I didn't look into any of it.
Oh,
because I was
okay.
like, Sarah will certainly want to explain this to me.
I didn't have that on my list.
That's crazy. I thought for sure, I was like, I'm not even going to look at this because I...
No, that's a good job. I was leaving that for you to bring up.
And you knew I would.
Yeah, so that actually is a very big announcement.
Yep.
Lifetime Grand Prix. Well, they did like a little teaser, which was funny. So I like got a bunch of texts from people like, what are they announcing? And I thought they were announcing something different.
People ask you what they're announcing?
I know. It's wild.
Were you like, you already would have known
Hannah.
if I knew. I didn't even sign an NDA.
No, I was not invited to the important person meeting.
No.
Because I think, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I get let back in if I do it. But anyway, they announced their 2020, what's next? Six calendar and plans for the whole series. And all the races are going to stay the same, which everyone, I think, all the athletes were really hoping that those would shuffle around a bit, especially like the Schwamigans. As much as we love them, it's really a tough one. But you know what anyway, so they, all the races are staying the same, but the prize purse increased like 55%. But basically, so if you win, like this year, the winners got $20,000. Next year, if you win, you get 50 grand each.
Wow.
Like the men and the women's. And it's awesome that it's equal. I have to just like call that out because like that is very much not a thing.
It's crazy that you even have to call it out, but yeah.
No, it's not. I guarantee you the winner of the women's the Tour de France Femme gets a very different amount of money than the men's tour.
Yeah.
So and we get like blah 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 numbers, viewership, blah blah blah, blah. But like the women are catching up. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like why? I know the answer to that, but I don't want to get into it. So I think that's awesome that the Grand Prix is doing that. But they do that. They've done that since their existence. Okay, good. It's always been equal. Good. Always. Like that's pretty much like duh, easy. And I would say the racing and competition, because there's equal payout, is equally competitive on the men and the women's side. Yeah. So thumbs up to Lifetime for that one.
I honestly like, you know, whenever they split up the broadcasting, and obviously it's because, you know, you're my sister and like I have more to pay attention to, but I exclusively watch the women's side of thing. And I know I'm not the only one who does that.
No, you're not.
So I love that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and like no shade to Gravel Earth, but like there's a difference. Like if you watch the I mean, at least from what I am told of of their broadcast, which they've done a good job, but I would say it still leans a lot heavier on the men's side of some of the Gravel Earth races to the women's.
That's shitty.
But maybe that's opinion.
Okay.
Anyway, so they're going to have payout for Unbound again and Lifetime again, so they
like
added
specifically
Unbound and Leadville. Specifically because specify they specified which races they were gonna have a payout on. I feel like it's Sea Otter. I don't know. There's like a couple that they're going to pay out. I know for sure
on top of,
for years it was $0. Like when I first started racing Unbound in Leadville, you got $0 from the race if you won.
What?
Yeah. It wasn't until like last year that they started paying.
So then Grand Prix pays it, not the actual race itself?
I mean, they're all owned by Lifetime. So
all the races are?
Yeah.
Oh.
All the races in the Grand Prix they used to be like individual races, but then Lifetime bought those events and have made,
Okay. So you get paid out for those additional.
Yeah. Cause that was always like the thing, like, for a lot of the athletes in the Grand Prix, the win is probably not going to be a consideration for them. Like they're going to try obviously, but like what happens is like, I mean, I think by the end of the year, if you're paying out of your own pocket, like it costs a lot of money to get to these races and do these races is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And so that's why they then this year introduced, so they used to only do the payout from the top 10. Mm-hmm. Now they're doing, you make, whatever. I could read off the list of, prizes for 1st through 10th. Mm-hmm. And then basically if you were in the hot seat 11th through 20th, you didn't get anything.
Previous years.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this year specifically, if you make it to Big Sugar and race 6 of the 7 races and race Big Sugar, you get $2,500.
Oh,
for finishing the Grand Prix.
How many people are in the cohort? Like how many people get accepted? Oh, sorry. Gosh, I just thought that would be something you just knew. But then again, you didn't think about bringing this up to talk about. So
I think it's 15 men and 15 women. Oh, good. That has to download.
What has to download?
My Gmail app.
Just look on Instagram. Oh, she's cramming.
But they also
what I do know
is see what's new. Oh look, it's all right here.
Oh, good. Oh, there it is.
Oh. Okay.
She's learning on the spot. We're all learning together.
Right. Good.
Okay.
Minimum of 3 finishes. Oh, finishes. They're not just doing starts. 25 men, 25 women.
20. Yeah, that makes more sense than 15.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get more competitive, but it's not. And then auto qualified were the top 5 from last year, plus the U23 champion. So those people don't even have to apply. They can just opt in. So this is where I got 16. 16 selected athletes then will get chosen from applications. Because the 5,
Oh, okay.
if the 5 is accept,
Got it.
plus 3 wild cards. So the wild card thing was actually really successful.
So how do they choose the wild card?
So you have to race. So if you apply, don't make it in, I think you're automatically entered in, or no, you have to opt in to like, okay, I now want to be a wild card. And then you have to race Sea Otter and Unbound.
Okay.
The first 2 races. And then based on those standings of those 2 races, you will be let in or not to the Grand Prix.
Okay. So
I guess.
So like at the beginning of the season, they don't have the wild cards. It's after
they have
those.
everyone who's going to compete for those spots.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So now it's 3 spots. And the winner of this year's Grand Prix, the men,
was a wild card.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's...
What does the application process look like?
This is really hurting.
Take them off. That looks normal. No, leave them off.
I'm just going to wear them here because that's kind of what he did.
That does look better. Yeah.
So what were you going to ask?
What's the application process like?
So this year also new, they have like come out with like the selection criteria. Boop.
Does that not actually answer my question? You're just like, oh, this is the next thing on the page.
Now going to read it to you.
And so also to you.
And to you.
And to you.
They have outwardly said who is in their selection committee.
Oh, was it a secret before?
I think kind of.
Who's in it?
Michelle Duffy.
Wait, anyone who you actually know?
Yeah, I know all these people.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know Sean. Or Michael.
Like maybe I don't need to know them by name, but like who are they? Like what do they do?
The Lifetime Grand Prix Executive Director, VP of Marketing, Lifetime Grand Prix Director, Lifetime Grand Prix Athlete Service Manager, VP of Operations, Lifetime Grand Prix Marketing Manager.
They've got a board, but like no, what
those
what
were
do,
the
no,
those
I
were the
understand.
people.
I'm sorry, my question maybe was unclear. What are like these people who have been selected for these roles? Like what are their
jobs.
What are their qualifications?
Well, whatever it takes to get those jobs.
No. Okay.
What do you mean?
like how what's their involvement in the cycling world? Like how did they get to this place? Like what makes them qualified to make these decisions? You don't know.
I don't know.
Well, do you like
I don't know. I don't know them that well. That's a weird question.
What? No, that's not a weird question. Okay.
Well, I mean, I could do some research on like who these people are and like, but for the most part, I've only met them. I only know them through the Lifetime Grand Prix. So I've only known them through their jobs that they've held with the Grand Prix.
I just was curious what they did before.
Yeah, sure. That would have been literally
Stupid question, apparently.
the last question that I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people have that question.
I'd like to hear it from our listeners if anyone else thought that was an interesting question or if it was a bad question. Okay. What else you got?
Moving on.
In case anyone was wondering if we're actually sisters.
This would be a great episode to listen to.
Yeah.
Okay. The application, you can start applying on Monday, the 27th, and then it closes on November 5th.
Oh, it's right now.
Yeah. It just got released.
Whoa. You don't even get a second to like breathe. You have to make
remember last year I was super stressed out because it was wedding week and I had to decide if I was going to apply.
That's right.
For the Grand Prix.
And you didn't even apply last year?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. You know what I did?
Uh-huh.
I did apply because I needed just more time.
Yeah,
to make the decision.
And did you get accepted?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. And then actually then they made me a wild card. And so I was like being considered and I don't believe I opted into that. I don't know how that happened, but
so you were accepted as a wild card?
Yeah. But I was like, no, you guys, you already accepted me into the Grand Prix and I turned it down. Please don't make me a wild card.
Oh.
Like I don't want to take someone else's spot as a wild card.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so I just felt bad. Like I had texted Chemo, the guy that came up with the Grand Prix, and I was like, hey, I'm going to apply because I need some more time to make this decision, but I'm like leaning towards not doing it. Just because I needed a break from from the pressure. And so
I was so stoked when you decided not to do
I know.
it.
I think everyone was.
God.
And now everyone's going to make fun of me for applying again.
So you are applying.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It is a big decision. It's like it totally, and
To
with
apply,
that,
I mean, to apply doesn't seem like a huge decision.
to apply is not a big decision.
Okay. So you don't know if you're going to apply yet.
Yeah.
What does the application process look like?
So from what I remember, you enter in all your normal information that you would normally enter on an application. And then there's some like essay questions. So the one that stands out that I do, like they ask you about like your history or standout races. And like, basically they're just trying to figure out what makes you special. And you have an opportunity to explain what makes you special. And it's really
As
important.
a human?
No, as a bike racer. But I guess you could
So
answer.
like, what do you like in past
Handy,
years?
most
Like,
people don't like once you're at this level, you don't feel like a human. All you feel like is a bike racer.
that is the most depressing thing you've ever said.
That is how I answered one of the questions.
Really? That
Yeah.
you're a machine? I'm a machine.
No, I said like I actually really I don't think Lifetime asked this question, but I get asked this question a lot on like podcasts and stuff, and I get a little salty because people will be like, well, what else do you do? Like, what else are you going to do in the off season? Or what do you like, what are your hobbies? And my answer now, I used to come up with little things, but I'm like, I don't have hobbies. I don't have time to have hobbies. I have time to be a bike racer. Sure. I probably have time to like slap some paint on a canvas every now and then, but I am just mentally and physically tired.
Yeah.
And I am focused on being my best version of an athlete. Whew. And that's my answer to that. And I know it sounds harsh.
Always like
It's not always been like that.
If I asked you,
that has been the last
couple years,
4 years.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like it didn't used to be
Post-pandemic.
Yeah.
And it was the Lifetime Grand Prix. It really made it upped the level of the sport, especially in the US.
For you, does that feel healthy?
No. I know it's not, but I also know it's not
even
forever.
healthy, but like is that where you want to be?
I don't know. I don't have time to think about that.
All right. Next question.
No, I don't think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's healthy or not healthy. I mean, I think as a
I guess, yeah, my question,
onlooker, for me, it feels a little imbalanced because I used to have other things that I was interested in or felt like I was good at or brought me, some semblance of joy in some way. Mm-hmm. But then the more I got into, like, the faster the sport has gotten, the more, and I'm a competitive person.
Yeah.
The more I've had to put into it to get top results. And then top results are harder and harder to get. Mm-hmm. And so it makes you want to do more and more to try and get them, or at least me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so then you just have less and less time to do the other things that you used to maybe do.
Yeah.
And there is a big difference between the top 5 and the bottom 5.
Top 5 and bottom 5 of
any race.
Oh. Like what people are doing and
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does seem like you have to put everything on hold.
I think, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure the top 10 of the Grand Prix on the men and the women's side, people don't have other jobs. Their job is bike racing.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't seem like you'd be able to have another job.
And like, I've talked about this with some friends, like when people are like, well, what's your other, like when you tell people you're a pro cyclist, you're like, oh, cool. Well, so what else do you do? And I'm like, no,
this is my job. This is how I make money.
What I do.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I'd say that like, that's, I think the piece, like when people, like who aren't involved at all, or people who I talk to who are like, oh, your sister's a professional cyclist. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, no, like that is what she does for work. That is her job. Like she makes money doing that. That is what she does.
Totally. And I think women get asked that question a lot more than men do.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, what's your other job?
Why not men?
Because they just assume that men
they're at like a higher level,
are faster, and there's more money in the sport. And I mean, they would be correct in that, but
and all of those things are,
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know, but I feel like I would never, I find myself doing the same thing. Like, I mean, I also know that there's a lot of women who have other jobs Maybe not. Oh no, I forgot I had a goatee on.
I'm just watching your goatee deteriorate. And I'm loving
Is
it.
it just absorbing into my skin?
No, just every once in a while you'll scratch it and there'll just be like a white mark that's just like gone from it. Mostly on the side that you probably can't see. It's like on your right side. It's good. Just it's just looking more and more natural.
The cool thing about some of the women in the sport is like Cecile Lejeune, who had a breakthrough year this year in the gravel scene. She was like top 5 at Unbound and top 5 in the Grand Prix overall. She was racing part-time and then also working in a bike shop part-time. And now like she's going to be able to just fully commit to racing like full-time.
Super
and
cool.
Same thing with Caro Mignon in Europe. She won Unbound, she won Traca, and I remember talking to her at Rancho Gravel last year, and she was working like actual like tech job, full-time tech job, and then same like she took a sabbatical this year and then obviously did quite well. And I remember talking to her, I'm like, well, Caro, you could race like full time if you wanted to. She's like, no, I have a good job. I like it. And she's like, and also like, you can't make that much money here, like in Europe. And that changed this year when she won Unbound. And she's going to be, well, I don't want to like let the cat out of the bag, but I think she's going to potentially be moving full time into cycling next year because of what opportunities opened up after winning Unbound.
You know, like when before you moved full time into it, you were doing like graphic design work.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's probably an easier transition from taking on like contract work into like kind of phasing that stuff out.
Yeah.
Whereas like for other people who have like jobs, like they have to actively quit something.
Yeah.
And that seems like a huge leap.
Huge.
Compared to like just kind of slowly phasing something out.
Totally.
So in a lot of ways, like that was great that you got to just like kind of see how things shifted and like, you know, eventually make that change.
Some graphic design clients,
which is funny. But yeah, I was just
and
thinking.
Sophia did the same thing. Like she was doing accounting and bookkeeping or maybe just bookkeeping for a company.
Yeah.
Until like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many men that do that though.
I would love to talk to like, it'd be such an interesting thing to talk to each person in the whatever, like the Grand Prix or whatever, and just like ask them what they used to do, like what their careers were, or what they would be doing if they
well,
if they
like
weren't.
Paige, she used to be in healthcare. She was like not a nurse, maybe an OT, PT. I don't know, I can't remember.
It'll be interesting to see what people do after this too, like where they land
for sure. And like women's sport is so interesting. I mean, I was just talking to Iz King, who she's kind of like the first in gravel to have had a child too.
That can't be right.
Yes, like as
at
she
the
used
level
to be,
that she's at.
Yeah, she used to be in the Grand Prix. She's awesome. She's very funny. She was like kind of new-ish. She was like a big Strava girl in LA and got like super famous in like, is like crazy famous.
Can you be like a Strava influencer?
Yeah.
What?
No, like people, Danny was explaining this to me. I don't totally know the LA culture, but I know enough of it to know that like there are so many people in LA that have no idea what the Grand Prix is. They maybe watch the Tour de France. That would be their like maybe racing, like what they pay attention to, but they know what Strava is because tech. And then they like ride road bikes. And so they see Iz has like tons of QOMs and stuff, I guess, in LA. And they know because Iz was really good at marketing herself. She like wears this orange kit and she's like really good at social media. And she has like a ton of clout in the like LA cycling scene and is like fucking Beyonce out there.
Love that.
And she has like serious sponsors too. And she's a good bike racer. She was just like really new to bike racing.
So does she go to, so she does race?
She was in the Grand Prix for the first 2 years. And then she decided, she was like, what did she say? My sponsors don't really need to see me get 30th, you know, it's not my value. It's not really moving the needle. She was joking with me that she was the personality hire.
And we love a personality hire.
She has a great, she's really fun. Like she is someone I want to talk to and talk with, and does have a great personality. She's also an impressive athlete.
Yeah.
And so she is sort of one of the first, like gravel's just so new. Like there's been plenty of women who are mothers who are racing. Like I race against them all the time, and they're very fast, very tough to beat because they're mothers.
Yeah.
And they've been through hell. They've been through hell.
And are still probably going through it.
Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, Leadville, fine. Nothing compared to childbirth.
Oh yeah.
Like Erin Huck, you know, she's been in the Grand Prix, and Rose Grant and Emily Newsome. Like there's tons, sorry if I'm forgetting, but is one of the like more high profile athletes in gravel who last year she got pregnant and had her first child like right around Leadville time. Okay. And so she and I got to catch up, and I was asking her like just what the whole, I mean, it's crazy because she's also a privateer. So you're like, how do you tell your sponsors? And, you know, it's just interesting because you're like, I don't know. It's just really different. Like in the world tour in road, you are employed by a team. And so like you could have a maternity clause in your contract. And like a lot of those women in world tour have set, you know, a great example for other sports in that like they have a contract, they have a child, and then they come back and continue racing. Lizzie Deegan, she's a British former world champion, Olympic champion, winner of the first women's Roubaix, like amazing athlete, like prolific cyclist, huge, you know, role model for many aspiring mothers in the sport. She had all these accomplishments, had a baby, came back, raced successfully, and then just announced that she was pregnant again, and then decided to retire.
How fast are they coming back?
I think it really depends. Okay. But that's what I was curious too. I was like asking, I was curious if Iz had any FOMO and like
years. Are we talking like 2 years later?
No, I mean, for some, maybe. Yeah. I don't want to speak for everybody.
Well, sure. I mean,
like,
and it can't, you can't. I just was curious. Like,
no, I mean, there have been ultra runners that like, there's like this famous, oh gosh, I wish I knew her name, but like she, was breastfeeding at the finish line, and she had just like set a record, and like, I don't know, she was like eating a watermelon and like had her kid on her boob.
That's incredible. Women are so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. God. But and then like some of them, like, you know, it just really depends on like genetics and
everything
luck and like whatever.
Everything. All the things. What your support system is like.
Yeah, like I loved one of her. I actually told Dad to follow her because I thought it was really funny. She won the 50 at Unbound this year, and she was like very visibly pregnant. And she was like, damn, all it took for me to win a race was get pregnant.
That's crazy.
Well, okay, this is a perfect segue into this week's Techie Talkie.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So I have to say props to Silka for this one because they came up with this idea for the Techie Talkie, and I was like, oh God, they're going to make me talk about another really technical thing again. I'm going to have to cram. I don't have to cram for this. They have a very cool, unique way that they sponsor athletes, and they do it visibly, and they were totally fine with me talking about this because I am actually one of their sponsored athletes. But they do something really unique in that they have like 5 men, 5 women. It might be more than that. They have X amount of men, X amount of women, and they pay each like male and female equally. Like we don't all make the same amount because there's some discrepancies with like conflicts with certain categories, but like for their top paid male, they have the same payment for the top paid female.
Cool.
And then all the way down the list.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually super unique in the industry, and it's super awesome. And that is like how you keep women in the sport, and that's how you grow the sport.
Yeah.
It's just a really unique thing to have like that level of transparency and equality.
Well, because I imagine in your world. And I feel like it's the same in any kind of like job career situation where like people aren't talking about like how much money they make.
No.
But I think about it in like, that's actually just benefit. Like it doesn't benefit any of the people. It just benefits these like big companies, right? And so like having this transparency is actually like they're trying to keep you from doing that because they don't want to have to pay everyone what they actually should.
Yep.
I mean, I talk about it with my girlfriends where I'm like, let's all talk about how much money we make because
it just raises rising tides raises all ships.
That's right. That's what I was going to say. And I've said it since day one.
I can't tell if you were making fun of me.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, I mean, it's the same in like corporate, like anything with competition, which is, I guess, just, capitalism and what we, are all signing up for in this modern society. But in sport, it's really, it's so tough for so many reasons, because I was just talking to another friend about this. I mean, we have alliances in the athlete community,
like
and
Survivor,
sort of, yeah. We choose our island. But I was talking to a friend about this, and I think every athlete, male or female, has gone through this. Maybe not. I guess I can't speak for everybody, but it's like and I've had other jobs. It feels like the only job that you can work so hard at. You can put every ounce of your being into this job, do all of the homework, turn in the homework, and just get a big ol' F. And then you can
owning
get fired.
your own business can be like that too.
Say more.
I also have a job like that. Well, I mean, it depends so much on people showing up
Luck.
and like being there and, making sure that stuff's going on in the economy that is going to work for your, but yeah, you can put all the work into it. And you, like, in our case, it's so far, like, knock on wood, it's been good. But like same kind of thing. Like I know other business like that have put everything into it. Yeah. And if it just doesn't resonate, then like,
but then you would argue like, and this is the thing with sports, go sports. It has to be the right mix of of work ethic, timing, and talent.
Yeah.
And that is why it's entertaining for people. And ultimately, we are entertaining people.
We are the entertainment.
I know. I always get like so salty. There's in the dawn of social media, it seemingly changed the, scope of being an athlete a lot. And I was in it a little bit as a younger person before social media really blew up. And then obviously now it's very much a part of all of our jobs. And some of us do it really well and some of us do it not as well. And you're rewarded differently for that. And like when the Grand Prix first opened up, like the whole application process, it was really contentious. Like there were people that had hot takes and how that was not a good thing for the sport to have like an exclusive list of people that only those people can compete. And like, that's why it's a big deal that they're publicizing what the selection process is. I guess I never got to that, but we can focus on equality in sport, but maybe that's part of it.
Is that the Techie Talkie is talking about like equality and
and sponsorship. Yeah, totally. And I mean, Silka is, I would say, I think my only sponsor who is actively transparent about like what, like that they have top performing male, they're finding the equivalent in the female, and they have like this third tier female, they're finding the equivalent male to that person. And it makes their job really hard.
I bet, but there's something so like comforting and secure about transparency. I mean, it's just like being honest, and just, I always I'm like, oh, love that.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And I mean, I think to a certain extent, like there are plenty of brands in the sport that honestly do something similar to that. Yeah. They're just not able to say like,
sure,
cause it's this person's business and, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the like legality is behind that, but like within most of my
welcome to our podcast.
You know, there's some people that podcast that do those sorts of things and they just gloss right over it.
I do, because I've listened and been like,
how did they not just draw that up?
You know, there are people who do that too, who just let people stutter and do like.
Well, I guess you and your doctor did that when you said you're going to go down on him.
God, I wish he wouldn't. I wish you would have called me out. Oh, I would have been so much more comfortable with that.
You could have called yourself out.
I couldn't. If you would have been in that room, you would have been like, you would have known.
Oh God. But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that I think MAP did something similar also with how they paid. It's really interesting, honestly, because like in a sport that truly just rewards like results and then, you know, popularity. And then if you have both, like you got the winning ticket, I guess. And it's pretty brutal. I mean, because then those who are maybe
it's like
more
having
popular
to be like homecoming queen and Gen King. Like you have to be like
every year. Every year, and then
like everyone else
judged.
is just on like homecoming court. Like that's basically what Lifetime Grand Prix is like you got your homecoming court, and then you have to crown your king and queen.
Yeah, Grand Prix. Can we get a sash up in here?
Yeah, let's get some ugly dresses. They've got the rave covered.
Yeah, I mean, feel like
really what you guys are doing is homecoming.
So there's a process for application to that, and you get voted. Like people vote.
Did you ever win any like superlatives in school?
No.
That really?
I don't think so. I was homecoming princess.
Yes, you were. Was that when you had blue hair and a grill?
That's when I had my grill.
Yeah. Sarah dyed her hair blue and wore like borrowed an orange dress from somebody and like, you know, ran out of time. So her hair was still wet and it just dripped blue all over the orange dress.
Literally so little has changed.
God, I'd love to find those pictures.
Oh, me not.
Some would say not me.
Well, we'll just add dyslexia to the list. Oh my God. I don't know. I just anyway, going back to
homecoming court.
Techie talkie homecoming court. It is. That is like our job.
It's a popularity contest.
Our job is homecoming.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the Grand Prix is prom.
But is there a prom court? There's not there is a prom king and queen.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't involved in any of that.
You didn't go?
I think I missed one of them because I was dating somebody who was not in high school.
Oh my God. She's so cool.
He was not.
Ew.
I'll tell you off camera and you'll be like, ew, yeah,
you didn't
gross.
want a shout out?
Sure didn't. Really didn't.
Do I know,
No,
or did you keep it secret?
I don't keep any secrets.
Yeah, that's true.
Not about that stuff. No.
Sorry, I'm just reading one of the rules. Note, additional wildcard slots may open up if any Lifetime Grand Prix athletes drop out prior to July 1st, 2026.
When does the actual season start? Like, when is the first race?
The first Grand Prix race is Sea Otter in April.
And wow.
It's a long season. That's why I'm like blown away that people are still racing in South Africa.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, you're like basically like a teacher, and they're just like teaching summer school at this point, you know, like they're just bleeding into their summertime.
Yeah, totally. It's an extracurricular for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I
feel like my only role on this podcast is to compare bike racing to literally anything else.
So we got Cabbage Patch dolls, we got American Girl dolls, we got lots of dolls. We got prom. Well, let's keep rolling with
teachers. Let's see what else we can come up with.
Well, I don't know. I love to talk about like the inequality and the attempts at equality. And I feel like it's the biggest shout out that we could give to those race promoters that figure out how to do equal, because it's hard. And like, I understand, like there are not as many women inherently that are interested in the sport right now.
Yeah.
And like they're, cycling absolutely has a diversity problem,
yeah,
huge issue. And I just fundamentally believe that the more people that you get involved with it, the better it's going to be for
everyone,
for all of us,
for everyone.
And more interest, like just in so many ways, not just like the sport getting faster, but just like it being more
inclusive.
Yeah.
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 And interesting for sure.
And so Silka is a relatively small bike brand in, the big picture. It's not like one of these behemoth brands. Mm-hmm. And in some ways, like I would say it's probably harder for them to pull off, finding the equivalent of Keegan, in the women's side. Well, that's not true. It's Sophia.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what do you mean?
Well,
but I think if you're dumbing it down to just results necessarily, but they're not exactly like what I see and what I think about with you, just like as your sister, and I know we talk about this all the time, especially when you get like really hung up on results, is that and like it affecting sponsorships, is that ideally, you think about who you are and like people on like a holistic level. And I recognize that that's not always how sport recognizes like the people that they want to, or it's, companies recognize the people that they want to support. But I think in like a broader spectrum, like the companies that you probably want to work with are the ones that appreciate like you as a human being.
Totally.
Not just because of your results, but also because of like what you bring to the community of, gravel racing or whatever that is, that like they see the benefit and, the positivity that brings and like really supporting those athletes. And I always am like, yes, those are the brands that I want to support.
Totally.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? All these brands. I truly, thanks for saying that. I also feel like I have like this really serious face on, like listening to you, but then I just,
it is weird to have like, I think I've gotten pretty used to it with the goatee.
My 5 o'clock shadow.
It is shadow.
I have like a little soul patch and I'm just like nodding my head. Like, yeah.
We're talking about something like actually serious.
Yeah. Sorry, Silka. I'm having this like really great like conversation about equality in sport with a Guy Fieri outfit on.
And I don't really look like I'm in costume. This actually, you not thinking about this ahead of time and not like letting me get in on this is actually going to suck for you, because they're going to be like, well, I thought it was like a Halloween thing, but then the other girl like didn't have anything going on that was different, except for like just like ugly glasses, but like maybe she just wears those anyway. Which is like true.
In my head, I thought you would just come as Weird Al because you already had that costume.
Which is basically
But I thought Weird Al was Howard Stern. I know that they're different people. Oh my God. We almost got through a whole techie talkie with Sting on topic. But what I was going to say, sorry, going back to economics.
Stay with us.
It's going to be really interesting in the next coming years because, you can't look away from the fact that there's some interesting things happening economically in the world. And the bike industry is feeling a little bit of a pinch. Mm-hmm. And that trickles down very much to the athlete side. When everything was booming and bustling, post pandemic, and they're like, oh my God, bike sales are up. Like, yeah, we support, like, I just am curious if it's going to kill gravel.
Well, and so that's why
I
feel
when people have cash flowing, they're like, we love everyone. You don't have to have results. We love your personality, or we love that you are doing things a little different. And then now maybe one might guess when push comes to shove, when the
tighten in the straps,
tighten in those belts,
that makes more sense.
Tighten in the straps.
Mm-hmm. Tighten straps.
Yeah, things get a little tighter and they're like, oh, actually, we're going to revert back to this like really traditional form of marketing where winner, chicken dinner. And that's pretty much it. So
do you think that's how
I imagine there was a little inflection at the end where I'm like, question mark.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a little asterisk.
So then even more so, like, claps and snaps for like the Silkas of the world.
Well, I think that's the smart way to like
diversify your portfolio.
I just think now is the best time to be looking for people who are relatable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
how people make their
cycling brand. I guess I can't say what actually like is beneficial or not, but like as a consumer also, like just anyone who is consuming any of the things, which is the only reason that these brands have sponsored athletes is because they want to sell more of their shit. like, why would you not want to go with somebody who's relatable? You know, I understand like the reach side of things, that like, you know, if somebody wins a race, then they get more. Oh, he just did a big wipe. Oh, it looks really good. It looks really good now. It's looking really, really good. Oh, I fully forgot. You look like John Waters. It's just a thin little mustache now with just a dirty little chin. Ew, it looks so gross. Leave it. I'm sorry. What was I saying?
No, you were in the middle of a really good point.
Well, it wasn't important because the beard came off. I just think that I know what I was saying, that like maybe you get like more reach because if you win something, like there are more eyes on you. And I understand that part of it, but I think there are other ways to amplify athletes who aren't necessarily getting the results, but should get the attention because they're doing the right things and they're the right kind of people.
Well, and I also think, okay, I'm going to like take myself out as like a sponsored athlete and just as a viewer. And I use road and World Tour Road as an example of this because it's a sport that I am not in, I will never be in, but I watch and I actively like see and participate in the fandom of that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, Focaccia wins all the races. And like, duh, he's going to be on fast equipment. I want to know the like underdog who ends up beating him in a stage race. What equipment is that guy on?
Yeah.
Because then that is actually going to be the thing that I'm interested in. Like,
but that's still result oriented.
I know, but it's just attention. That's just like who gets your attention and like how you get attention.
See,
and
I think about like, you know, when you watch like the Olympics and they have like the little like athlete, like stories, they like go to, you know, they like do little blurbs about all that. Like that, I will root for somebody because I've decided in watching one of their little clips that I'm like, this is a good human being who like, you know, contribute whatever
it is. Interesting. I always like go back to like, because I just inherently sort of think athletics are very boring. Like I really do. Like I say that being an athlete and like, God, it's so itchy.
No, you're okay. At this point, you can't do anything worse. It's not going to look worse. Go ahead, scratch it. I'd like to do it before and after.
I feel like a kid that like their parents send them up to school in a Halloween costume and they come back with like one cat ear and like half of their tail.
Just ripped.
Yeah. But I just sat down for a podcast.
Does it make you aware of how much you touch your face?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I just want to be entertained. I just want to see interesting people doing interesting things.
Yeah.
And I feel, and this has always been a fear of mine, which is probably why I answered that stupid question of what is your hobby as a professional athlete in a sassy way, because I'm insecure about the fact that I have now become a boring ass athlete.
You haven't. And I know you feel that way because you've gone from like having a lot of different things and you just don't have time, but it doesn't mean that you've actually like become a boring athlete. Like you still have opinions on things and you still like, you're also 1 week into your off season. Like you've just spent the last like 8 or 9 months doing your job, like working. Yeah. And so like give yourself some time to see what happens in the next couple months when you have a fucking off season.
Yeah.
Cause like you can bring back some hobbies or you can do things that are actually for you and not just about like your career.
Yeah, totally.
Like, so maybe, give yourself a little grace in that, like you got time to.
And if anyone wants to know what it sounds like when I call Hannah,
this is exactly it. Yeah, that's true.
Just remind me.
Just tell me.
No, it's hard. It's hard, and that's why like I totally agree with you on like the blurbs on the Olympics. You know, of watching. You know, the interesting athletes, or like what their stories are, where they come from, like what adversity have they faced, like how have they gotten here, you know, those sorts of
how
things.
Much do they touch their face? And
I know I can see the spot on my face that you're looking at that I've scratched.
Where is it? Yes, that's exactly it. She pointed to the exact spot.
I think they gathered that by the laughter.
I feel like we could talk about like the equality side of things a lot, and I think we should. Like, I think it should always like be a continuing thing.
So insane. Like I myself and like a lot of the professional women who live in Durango had to fight for our local road race to get equal payout. God. And I honestly, in a salty way, have never forgiven. I just talked about this person. I'm not going to say who they are, but I've never forgiven them.
Not.
I've never forgiven them for like putting up a fight with that. I was like, are you
insane?
No, it's so insane.
Did you watch the docuseries, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader?
No, I want to.
Oh, what? You have to.
Oh, I'm going to do it today.
There are 2 seasons.
Off season.
Off season. Sarah just watches a lot of TV, start to finish. But that's another example of like, in the most extreme way, like these women, they all work a ton of jobs because they make no money. Like
as Dallas cheerleaders,
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, they're like incredibly professional. They go through this insanely rigorous tryout process and like
what's
rehearsal.
Their season look like? What's the commitment to be? I don't know what the football season is.
I don't know how long a football season is either, but for the like whole football season, like they're doing every day.
I feel like it's always
every
football
day?
season. When is it not?
I also think it's always football season.
When is the Super Bowl? More importantly,
March,
when is
February?
When is the Puppy Bowl?
Puppy Bowl, I think, is in March. So then the Super Bowl must also, and there's March. I don't know. February, March, April.
I thought we just had the Super Bowl.
No, I mean we did last March. But you should really watch this because like no spoilers, but like the whole first, so you did it again, you touched it again. The whole first season, I can't even remember if they just like touched on it, but I mean, they talked and they like highlighted all these women who like have to like work insane jobs to pay for this stuff. And they do it because they love it, but they also don't want to fight back because like there are, you know, hundreds of women who would take their spot in a second. Right. So there's all this fear behind it. But in the second season, there's some like women who it's like their last season doing it. They're like ready to retire. And so they kind of fight back a bit.
Oh, this is interesting.
It's really interesting.
That could be a big culture shift too.
What's interesting is actually that it's not the main focus of the show. That's kind of the craziest bit.
What their outfits are?
Like the whole tryout. You'll love it. I loved it. It's great. You're going to love it. The whole process is, I love shows like that. You'll love it. Like, did you watch Cheer until it got a little dark?
Ooh, but that got really dark.
It got dark.
I loved Cheer.
I did
loved
too.
it.
Then you're going to like this one too.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So anyway.
I love that.
Same type of thing. I don't know how we got on that. We should probably get close to wrapping things up.
I know. I have a whole other sector of
Save it. Write it down.
TikTok. I know.
Oh, of TikTok. That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Well, it's like the trad wife TikTok.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's really interesting how these like these women on TikTok have these millions of followers now, and they're basically selling trad wife lifestyles to other women, but they're making a ton of money. They're making the money for their husbands and their families, but then they're basically telling other women, they're not telling, they're just showing their life, and they're sort of
influencing.
They're influencing this, like, you know, the happy side of trad wifing, one might say, the more aesthetic side, the curated side.
Very curated.
I mean, as TikTok is now, and as influencing is, it's showing one-sided side of this kind of like what can oftentimes be very dark for women.
Super
life.
dark. Yeah.
But they're making money on it. So it's like a double whammy. They're like not like whenever you're being sold. I'm sorry. When a trad wife starts selling you electrolytes, I'm out. And you know who you are.
I actually don't know who that is, but, Jeff is kind of trad wifing right now. He's at home. Like I left and he was like poaching pears and doing a whole, like, he's like,
I know we have very opposite. Dylan's my trad wife.
Yeah. Jeff is definitely my trad wife. We're over here working our asses off and so are they, but
I'm working my ass off. I feel like I can't say that
mustache off.
I can't say that with the goatee.
You hardly have one anymore, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a little dirty over here and like kind of filthy around just around your mouth.
What I learned is I don't have any eyeliner or lip liner in my makeup collection. So this is all just eyeshadow.
Actually, you look just like Jeff and I were leaving the dog park the other day, and we ran into a friend who was pushing her daughter in her stroller, and Jeff and I both went because she had like chocolate milk, but she like it must have been a bumpy ride over because she just had it. She looked just like Homer Simpson. Like it was just like chocolate milk only around her like her goatee, and that's kind of what she looked like. When we said something to her mom came around and looked at her, and we all just cried because it looked insane. Yeah, it's like Homer Simpson.
Oh my god. All right.
Anyway.
So in summation, if you actually want to know the Lifetime Grand Prix selection process, go to their website.
Sarah has now gone to it and looks pretty like it's broken down pretty nicely.
Eligibility criteria.
Yeah, great. That's right. They can look
when it opens.
Yeah, everything's
what you're
there.
judged on. And then, Silka to trad wives.
It's all over the place. Boy, we really stayed in our lane today.
No, I honestly was really excited to get the opportunity to like talk about that, because it's also really hard to talk about because we're all, we have
Hard for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, my life revolves around making sure I'm doing a good job for all of my sponsors, and what good job means something different to all of them. And some of them, good job means winning a bike race, and some of them, good job means I am who I am and
wearing a goatee on a podcast. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I think you won. I don't know what you won, but you won something.
Okay, you have to go to Vegas.
I get to go do a backcountry trip first, which is I'm really excited about.
I like Vegas.
I'm also very excited to go to Vegas. I think we're gonna go eat yummy food. We've got less than 24 hours there, so it's perfect.
That might be the ideal timeline. Are you gonna stay at no, you're not gonna stay at a hotel there.
Yes, we are.
Oh, which one?
The Aria.
Which one is that?
I don't know. All I know about it is
They're all
that
fun.
I haven't stayed in a hotel in so long.
I know you guys really don't hotel it. You don't do
we
it
go
right.
to, like Jeff always goes.
How nice was that Bentonville one though?
That one looked really nice. That's why I said I was like, please include me next year.
Yeah, and
I'd
Mom.
like to go.
You guys
and Mom
would really like it. We fit the aesthetic.
Honestly, it'd be perfect to go with Mom because then we don't have to do anything. Like you get to go do whatever you have to do, and then Mom and I can just chill and hang out. That sounds
it's
perfect.
great, and it's like in a little retirement home.
Amazing
community.
Mom will fit right in.
We'll just leave her there. Mom just moves to Bella Vista, Arkansas.
She
Shock
never
of the
leaves.
century.
No, the Aria is where the first Real World started.
No way.
Yes,
that was the only reality TV I loved.
What was her? Oh God,
it would be crazy to watch.
Was Puck on that one?
Oh,
and Jesus, I said it. Trishelle. Was Trishelle that one? I don't know. Somebody else will.
Wait. Trishelle was from the Selling Sunset.
That's Chrishell.
Oh, sorry.
You idiot. Fucking dummy.
You said that like that. How did you mix those two up?
Fucking idiot. All right, we should probably end it. You should thank Silka.
Thank you. You should thank Silka. You do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
No, I don't do ad reads. You're so much better at it than I am.
Thank
you. Do it.
Well, don't you feel thankful for Silka?
I do feel really thankful, but
tell them thank you.
I feel thankful that they sponsor my sister and care about equality. Like that's the stuff that I feel grateful for.
That's a great thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's heartfelt.
I like that we're like talking like about an extremely technical bike brand, but we're like, the things I care about are equality and that you sponsor my sister. But also, I mean, I've worked in marketing. People buy from the heart, and if it's a good company,
The heart and the stomach,
and
also the groin.
Don't eat the chain lube, and don't
use it in your hair.
Don't use it in your hair. But honestly, the wax that you melt, it looks like chocolate bars, like when you buy it, and it's called speed chip. Strip chip, endurance
Vegas.
chip. I love those names.
Super
it
secret.
just makes it like, I feel like we could do an ASMR ad for
and
Silka.
I think you should with the goatee.
So thank you, Silka, for sponsoring this wild episode.
Weird one.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.